from the here in this company. And, what I could tell you, ladies and gentlemen, is it's truly remarkable, incredible to be serving on this platform. What I would want to let you know is if you're online, okay, I want you to go to www.360webmeeting.com so you can follow along with the slides, all right? The gentleman that I have the honor and privilege of bringing up is really no stranger in my life. I've known him for several years now, and, you come across certain unique individuals that make a lasting impression in your life. And I tell people all the time, wherever I go, this individual has a lot of impact personally in my life. I met a lot of incredible people, a lot of successful people in many areas, all areas of life, but I'll tell you, this individual caught my attention and, made a tremendous impact in who I am and the person I'm becoming in this journey through this company. And I can tell you, okay, self-made millionaire. How many 20-year-olds do you know that have become self-made millionaires? As a matter of fact, he did that in the mortgage real estate industry. He cracked the code in success because he followed others and modeled others. And he just took those same principles, ladies and gentlemen, and applied it here in LiveSmart360. I tell people all the time in my short journey here in this company that I made the most financial mistake of my life, millions of dollars that it costed me in a matter of 9 months. And why I say that is because when he presented this opportunity, I could not see, I did not know what I did not know. And literally, he had to be the example. He had to be the trailblazer. In his first 30 days within this company, 9 months ago or so now, tracking 10 months, made well over $64,000, approaching $500,000 in income in a short 9-10 months here in this incredible company of LiveSmart360. But when you ask him, that's probably his least, proud accomplishment, because that income is just a reflection of how many lives he's been able to help with this incredible product, okay? With this incredible opportunity. It's just a measuring stick, because I know he's just getting started. As a matter of fact, he's an individual that loves to have a lot of fun, knows all the details, 100%, a family man. And like I said, he's a diamond executive, but diamond cannot hold him. I believe that he's going to go all the way to the top of this company's compensation plan. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring to the floor a coach, a mentor, a friend, Mr. Romacio Fulcher. Mr. Fulcher, are you on the line, sir?
Absolutely, I am on the line. Can you hear me, Kyle?
Loud and clear. Take it away.
Hey, well, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you stepping up and being the team player that we know you to be and actually jumping on this call. Guys, I got to tell you, I am really, really, truly excited for every single one of you that made it on tonight's Vision Call. There is a major shift taking in this company. There is a major shift that is taking place. And tonight, guys, I'm going to do the very best job to not only be very authentic, very transparent, but I can promise you this is going to be a powerful phone call for you tonight. We're going to, if you're taking notes, guys, we're going to go right ahead. We've got a lot of information to cover tonight. I'm going to go ahead and not delay. I'm going to jump right in. And what I want you to do, folks, is if you got a pen and paper, just grab it. I want to talk to you about the word or the theme of tonight's call is there is a major shift happening. I want you to write that word down, the word shift, S-H-I-F-T, shift. There is a major shift. I'm going to talk to you about shifting, how to shift. That's really what we're going to be talking about as we get into the training part of this call. But before we do that, guys, let's go ahead and talk about what just went down all the way in Dallas, Texas. Guys, it was absolutely incredible this past weekend at the leadership event for silvers and above. Guys, it was incredible. Unfortunately, our vice president is not with us tonight. He's actually on his way on a plane to Sarasota for a board meeting with Dr. Da Silva and also our CEO, Chuck Hallberg, to continue making future plans for us in 360. I told you things are shifting, okay? But what I want to do, guys, I want to go ahead and talk to you just a little bit about what happened, guys, down there in Dallas, Texas. It was absolutely incredible. I want to encourage everyone on the call, do the best you can to go as high as you can. It always pays to do your best. Let me share with you what went down, guys. First of all, we arrived in on, I believe it was on Friday, and we arrived in at the Omni Mandalay Bay, one of the top hotels in Dallas. It was the former Four Seasons, and it's on Lake Caroline in the heart of Las Colinas, guys. It was absolutely incredible. We had 30 of the top leaders in all of North America, from silvers, golds, platinums, diamonds, all the way from Mexico, the United States, and Canada. They all joined us there. We were in a closed-door meeting for 2 days, guys, really going deep. I mean, really deep. You know, I got to tell you, from being in this industry now for a few years, I can tell you, you always want to be in the inner circle. You always want to strive to get in the inner circle. Why? Because in the inner circle, that's when you can help navigate the company, help create policy, procedure. You know, your voice is heard in the inner circle. Okay, so you always strive to be there, guys. But let me kind of give you just a summary on the leadership training from my perspective. You know, leadership is something I'm very big on. I know that it's not people that move products. And at the core of any success of any organization, be it family, be it relationships, be it business, be it anything, at the core, you know, you're talking about leadership. You know, leadership. And leadership, I believe that every one of us, we are all good. We are all leaders. We all are. But I believe even the best of us should always continue to get better at becoming a better leader. I believe you should never stop trying to grow as a leader. However, though, every single one of you on this call, you are a leader. The question is, at what level of leadership are you? And that's for you to kind of answer. But I want to share with you what I saw this weekend. It was not only incredible, but I got a chance to really see, you know, our vice president really just kind of take everything off, if you will, and just really let the whole company know how serious he is about getting to $100 million next year. I mean, the level of intensity that he was able to train with. For some, it was like, whoa. It was an introduction of what it takes to really go to the next level in your life. The level of detail, it was, guys, it was so much detail. If you ever wanted to understand how to really, really make it in network marketing, you have to understand that all of your success in anything that you do always comes down to the details. I mean, that word it's overly used, but it needs to be more glorified. Details, everything, you know, success of any big success, it's going to come down to the details. And so what we did is we went through everything, folks, everything. I mean, we went through dress code, we went through, you know, philosophy, we went through, you know, just different components of the business that it's too much to share with all of you guys right now. Obviously, I want to encourage you to get to the next one, of course, but I just want you to know we helped shape the company and create the culture. That's what we did. We helped shape the company and create the culture. And I got to tell you, again, go back to the first word I said. A major shift is happening. I'm going to keep coming back to that word all night long, the word of shifting, okay? A major shift is happening. And so we helped create that this weekend, guys. And I got to tell you, you know, the book that I read says that when 2 or more people are gathered, great things are going to happen. Well, guys, there was 30 of us. We were all in the same room. We heard the same thing. We were traveling the same direction in thought, being led by phenomenal leader in Stephen Thompson. And so, guys, I just can't say enough about how committed the company, our vice president, and the team of leaders that were all there, all the way from Mexico, Canada, you know, Toronto, all over the place, you know, Nebraska, California, all these leaders that were in the room and the level of commitment that these guys were under and put forth to really move this ball down the field, it made me feel very excited, number one, to be a part of that. Number two, guys, it made me feel the biggest pull of my life. And I'm talking about the pull of the need for me. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about tonight, guys, the need for you. I felt it. I felt it in the room. I mean, as I was sitting there taking notes and just really just garnering and learning what I felt was this company needs me. They need me. You know what I mean? And I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of all the other leaders that were in that room. And I'm going to let you get a chance to hear from many of them in just a moment. But I can just tell you guys, it was absolutely incredible. I felt for the first time I'm in a position where I'm necessary. I'm in a position where I'm necessary. Write that down. I'm in a position where I am necessary. Everything that I've been through, the good, the bad, the indifference, it all came to this moment. What do I mean by that? Well, there's many people on this call all around the world. They need what it is that I have inside me. They need what it is that I know. They need, not want, they need it. And to be in that room and to see our vice president leading the way, but he can't do it by himself, it made me feel loud and clear, you are necessary in order for this company to get where it's trying to go. And I got to tell you guys, I put my big boy boots on, and I said, you know what? I answered the call, and I said, I'm in. I'm in, and I'm going to step up, and I'm going to show up, and I'm going to show out. And that means anything connected to me. And I want you to write this down, guys, because I'm telling you now what's about to happen, and some of you might not be paying attention. Some of you may be paying full attention, but I'm telling you have no idea what's inside of me. You have no idea what's inside of you. But what happens is this: when one of us steps up, and then another one steps up, and then someone else steps up, what happens is, write this down, the climate changes. The climate changes. The climate changes. And so it all comes back to what? Leadership. Leadership, leadership. And if you get a chance to get, I don't care what you have to do, guys, do everything in your power to never miss a leadership event. What it does inside of you, it's the very thing every single one of you on this call were meant for. It gives your life a sense of purpose, a sense of meaning, and I can't really, you don't want to miss the next one, that's for sure. But thank goodness you're on this call tonight, and I want you to remember what I said. This company needs me. Write that down. Just write it on your paper. Write it right now. You drive it, pull over. This company needs me. Write that down. Write it. Look at it. This company needs me. It needs you right now. Every single one of you play a major part in the development of where we're going. Every single person, you play a part. The thing that you might have discounted about you, that you don't think is too impressive because maybe you're not making the money you desire to yet, that's the very thing that we need from you right now. That little thing that you think, yeah, I'm good at that, but that's no big deal. No, that's a huge deal. What did I just tell you? Success of any kind comes down to details. Success comes down to the details. And right now, you've been constructed in such a way that you have so much power inside of you. Your smile, if that's what you're good at. Your enthusiasm, if that's what you're good at. Your leadership skills, if that's what you're good at. Your ability to convey a message, if that's what you're good at. Your people skills, if that's what you're good at. Your friendship, if that's what you're good at. Your believing, if that's what you're good at. Guys, I want you to understand. Your style, if that's what you're good at. Your jokes, if that's what you're good at. Your ability to just be you and you just got that it factor, if that's what you're good at. Your presenting skills, if that's what you're good at. Your following instructions and being a good follower to one day be a leader, if that's what you're good at. You following directions, if that's what you're good at. You typing up memos, if that's what you're good at. You just being a lover of people and just loving on people, if that's what you're good at. I need you to hear what I just told you to write. This company needs you. They need you. And for those that had a chance to make it into that leadership, we saw everything that we are as a company, but we also got a chance to see everything that we will become. Remember, there's power in a team. And I just want to encourage all of you guys to do the very best you can to stay plugged in to 360. I am telling you, watch what's about to happen now. You have no idea who you're listening to tonight, but you're going to see. And I'm not talking about the promotions that's going to happen. I'm talking about the impact that this young man that you're listening to tonight is going to have all over the world. I'm letting you know, guys, I literally made decisions in my life that I will never, ever, 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 ever revisit again. And because of that alignment and now that congruency, the power, the authenticity, the congruency is now channeled in one direction. And what is that direction? Give the people what they need. And when you put the people first, no matter what obstacle you've been through or may go through, I promise you, it's all for your good. And so tonight, guys, I want to continue talking about the word shift. There's a major shift happening in 360. And at the end, I'm going to talk to you about why it's happening. And so here's what I want to do, guys. You've got a chance to hear from my perspective, but let me bring on just a couple of these leaders and allow them to share from their perspective what just happened this past weekend. Let's see if we've got our brand new platinum executive, soon to be diamond, had a chance to spend some time with this young man, and man, he was a sneeze away from diamond last month. I know he's going to smash it this upcoming month, guys. And that's none other than Jason L. Scott the first. Are you on the back line, sir?
Yes, sir, Mr. Romacio Fulcher. Can you hear me, sir?
Loud and clear. Go ahead.
Incredible job you're doing so far, just sharing the information. I can't wait to hear what you're going to talk about when you're talking about the shift, because that was actually what was happening this entire weekend. Just listening, just watching the shift, the momentum, the energy, the vibration of what was going on with inside of each and every leader that was in the room. I had a call a little while ago that was actually talking about what you was talking about when you were just saying just now, when you were telling the people, listen, there's a climate change. And I was telling people, listen, guys, it's like tectonic plates that's moving and shifting right now. There's torrential forces that's being aligned right now from that one butterfly effect of how you think, that one smile, that one action that we do. Where we are right now watching that entire weekend, watching all the different leaders come in alignment, watching even having a chance to speak with you and coming over and talking to you personally and letting you know personally. Listen, Romacio Fulcher, I have such a high level of respect for you and what you've been able to do and bring to the organization. And I have to say that on the phone right now because I know a lot of times when different leaders come in the group, other people, we tend to pull towards one leader or our leader and different things that may feel that this competition. And, of course, everybody just wants the best for everyone. But I want to make sure that everybody even recognizes that process because that was a growing process for me, growing process for you, and recognize that where we are right now, the decision-making factor at that event that's saying I'm going to be the best me ever, I'm going to be able to pull everything that's inside of me out. I'm not going to focus on I'm not going to focus, listen, I've learned not to focus on the outcome, but to stay focused on the purpose. I've learned in this process not to focus on not just emotions, but go through the motions with the proper emotions. I'm proud of you, sir. I'm proud of what you bring to the organization. I already know. I told you that at the event. I said, you're necessary for me. You're necessary watching you and what you bring to the organization and how strong you are. I said, even watching how the team rallies behind leadership together. We come together, we come up with ideas, and we say, this is what we do, and your entire team just said, we're in agreement, we're in agreement, we're in agreement. Not one saying, yeah, but, I hear that, but I want to do it a little bit different. No, all those things, all bits and pieces of the puzzle came together this weekend, sir, and I can't wait to watch the different leaders come together, but and it's going to just be a pleasure to watch you grow in this organization, in this company, and bring about some incredible changes, sir. I applaud you. I appreciate you, and I appreciate all the other leaders that we were able to spend the entire time with over the weekend. And I definitely love the dream session that we all had at the end, where we were able to just a culmination of all the different things that we covered over that entire day and a half. Just at that last moment where people are now able just to put their dreams in front of them once again, so we can apply all the knowledge and all the information, factoring that the fact that we have a why now again. I appreciate you, sir. And I turn the phone call back over to you.
Wow. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jason, for coming on. We definitely know that you are necessary for this company. Let's go ahead and move around to some of the other leaders. Let's see if we had a chance to get all the way from Toronto, if he was able to make it on the call. That's Alan. Alan, did you get a chance to make it? He's a brand new platinum executive, guys. This young man went platinum in his very first 30 days. Alan, did you get a chance to make it on the line?
Yes, sir, and here I am. Voila!
All right, Alan, just take a couple of minutes, if you don't mind, just 2 minutes, and just share with everyone, just with 2 minutes here, exactly, your perspective of this weekend.
All right, so we arrived to Dallas. Our experience with me and my wife, Annie Chow, was outstanding. The energy in the room, the music, the people, everything was just crazy. We learned so much. We experienced so much. We saw so much. It was just unbelievable. The leaders inside the rooms, Romacio Fulcher, you, my mentor, Stephen Thompson, Jason L. Scott, the other guys in the room, energy was everywhere. There wasn't a moment that everybody was actually bored, but very, very energized. I looked around, everybody was just so happy to be there. We were learning things, things to overcome, things to look forward to. There's no more whys anymore because we also knew the answers. We had things in our mind. How can we? What can we? It's all clear now. Move ahead. And thanks to our VP, Stephen Thompson, now we've realized that we have more to accomplish, and the outcome or the foresight that we see in 360 is going to be very, very clear. Let me pass on to this phone to my beloved wife, and she'll have a couple words to say as well.
Hi, all.
No problem. Hey,
Annie,
Annie, how you doing, girl? We're glad you made it on. Just take a minute, if you don't mind, Annie, and just share with everyone your perspective.
Yes, it was amazing that we had the honor that we can go to the leadership training in Dallas. It was amazing. We can see all the leaders around the world learning from our VP, Stephen Thompson, millions and millions of dollars that he put in our pockets throughout the training. And one important thing that I've learned the most is meeting, duplication. That is the thing that makes us succeed. And also one more thing is we are not getting what we want. We are getting what we deserve. So I'm so happy that we come back to Toronto and we will rock Toronto. We will rock the world.
Awesome.
Thank
you so much for jumping on. We appreciate you guys. I'm so proud of what you guys are doing. And more importantly, I'm proud of what you're going to do. I'm super proud of you guys. Next, let's roll on over there to TLC. I'm talking about the hottest, the most sexiest, liveliest couple I've ever seen. That's Lisa Aguilar and Thomas. They're gold executives now, but watch what's about to happen within the next 90 days. Thomas and Lisa, are you on the line here just for a minute?
Yes, and we are so excited about everything this weekend as well. Hi, Romacio. I'm so honored to be on the call with you and the other leaders on the call, and you just nailed it on the head. I saw what we will become. I saw what we'll become, and we can't afford to waste not one day. I learned some things about myself when thinking about our greater purpose. You know, we are a family here at 360. We're one body and many parts. They all need each other. A great lesson there, absolutely awesome. But we are going to impact the world for a greater purpose. We heard it over and over and over. There are many people that represent many hopes and dreams, and I'm renewed in mine, and I realize, you know, there's no place for fear where faith is. It's the opposite. Can't happen. and we can't afford to waste any days. And just to renew that passion and to hear the passion of Stephen and Angie Thompson, I was so proud, and I felt so lavish with care and desire that we succeed. And I just felt, we were filled up and sent out, equipped. We do need to take care of the details because we must duplicate. Absolutely have to do it. And I just was fired up. If everyone can hear on the phone your leaders being just on fire, that's what's happening. That's what's happening, and it's going to happen. And we need to know what motivates us and go out there and get it, because this company needs us. The world needs us. There's a purpose in it, and there's no place for fear. Step out of it. Move out of it. Let's go.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about, lady. Thank you so much. Is Thomas there with you as well? Or?
And he can't be on the phone right now. It's me that's on for you right now.
No problem. Well, then let's go to just a couple more people, and then we're going to kick this thing on off. Let's go all the way back out there to Toronto. Another, not only did Alan and Annie go platinum their first month, they broke a platinum their first month out there in Toronto, and that's my good friend. So proud of her, Helen Ma. Did you have a chance to make it on, Helen? Uh-oh. Maybe she's still flying back. I know she just left this afternoon, so we'll keep it moving. But let's go down there to Western Canada, guys. Not only is it on fire in Eastern Canada, but it's also on fire in the western part of Canada with our very first Canadian diamond. So he's the second diamond next to myself right now in North America. I did it in 59 days. Very, very proud of him. Dave Poland, if you don't mind, if you're on the line, come on out there and let us hear you honk.
I sure am, Romacio. Thank you so much. Guys, you know, the vibe and the energy that was in that room this weekend was so motivating. I'm so fired up and so inspired right now. All those leaders, just to see everyone together and be with Mr. Thompson and see his vision and everything we learned in Romacio. It is so exciting what's about to happen in this company. You know, that training was absolutely outstanding. I will say, guys, the little things make all the difference, and paying attention to those little details is what's going to change everything. And I'm so fired up to get back to my team and start duplicating that. You know, we are all, every single one of us is necessary in this company. And I can't wait. The impact that we are going to make is going to be incredible, guys. And it's going to leave a massive ripple effect. The shift is happening now, and I can't be more proud of our leaders and leadership of this company. So proud of you, Romacio. Take it away, buddy.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you so much. We are so proud of what you've done, not only for the company, to show people he's 25 years old with no experience, never done network marketing in his life. And here it is, comes in here in 60 days and really goes straight to the top, okay, and did it in a country that was not even fully open yet. I'm so super proud of what you're doing there in Canada. Keep up the good work. Guys, let's go ahead and let's move forward here and talk about when the next event is. See, I want you to understand, you got to be at the event. Everything happens at the event. Well, write this down. The next event, guys, is our Success Seminar in Dallas, Texas, November the 14th and the 15th. Once again, the Success Seminar in Dallas, Texas, November 14th and the 15th. It's going to be incredible. Let me share with you. It's going to be a very powerful event for sure. We're going to be releasing brand new chocolates unveiled. I won't tell you how many, but guys, if anything, you got to come just to taste the new chocolate. I'm telling you, it's absolutely incredible. I've actually had a chance to taste them, and it's your tongue is going to jump out your mouth and slap your brain. You're going to love the way this new chocolate tastes. I'm not kidding. Also, guys, we've got some personal development training that normally would cost you hundreds of dollars. And I can tell you guys, I've paid literally tens of thousands of dollars because I'm a big fan of personal development. The person that you hear today is from the development that I've undergone throughout the years. Personal development is, if I could give you the biggest secret of life, invest in personal development. Well, guess what? 2 full days of training where you're going to be able to receive a lot of training. $149 is the cost of the training. What a bargain. Again, hands-on training from some of our top platinums, also our diamonds, also, of course, your VP of sales. You're going to learn the art of effective communication in your business. You're also going to learn strategies used by many of the top leaders worldwide at 360. Obviously, our Vice President, Stephen Thompson, top 40 income earner in the world, made over $13 million in the last 10 years in this type of a business. And so, guys, you want to get registered tonight. Okay, go to 360u.biz now. As soon as this training is over, it's $149 per person. You definitely want to bring your spouse. Trust me. You know, one of the things that happens in this business is sometimes when you come and you get excited and you experience a good thing and you go home and try and share it with the spouse, they don't have the same energy or enthusiasm as you do because they weren't at the same event that you were. And so I want to encourage you, let's light the whole family on fire, okay? Get them here as well, the spouse. Now, let's go ahead and talk about a few specials that we have here. Buy 10 tickets and get 2 for free. Buy 10 tickets and get 2 for free. Sell your 10 tickets, guys, to the people in your downline or that will be in your downline, and now you can get in the event absolutely free of charge. Once again, buy 10 tickets and get 2 free. Turn around and sell your 10 tickets to the people that will be in your future group, and now you can get into the event absolutely free. Now, anyone can bring 10 members and to this event. Any one of you on this call can get 10 people. And the event is in November, guys. Every single one of you on the call, if you make a plan or you make a decision, first of all, make a decision first, and then number 2, make a plan, you definitely can get 10 people with you to the event. I promise you, the person that has the most people at the event is typically the one who really, really makes a lot of money, okay? So I want to challenge everybody to stretch yourself. 10 people, that's totally doable if you make a plan, okay? Make the decision first and then make a plan, all right? Now, make a quality decision tonight, guys. Make a quality decision tonight. What rank will you be? What rank will you be come November 14th and the 15th? What rank in our company will you be? Let me tell you what we're going to do as a company. We're going to turn 8 new diamonds and multiple platinums and gold by November the 14th and 15th. Did you hear that, guys? We're going to turn 8 new diamonds, 8 new ones, and a multiple of platinums and gold. My question to you is this. What is your decision, guys? What is your decision, okay? Guys, how many team members will you have in attendance with you, okay? Let's go ahead and move forward, and let's talk about some of the other events that's happening across North America. Both Stephen and I are both in Florida right now. I'm actually in my hotel here in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm going to be helping a new young lady that just joined the team, absolutely incredible. Tomorrow night, she's got a packed-out happy hour tomorrow night. And so if you know anybody in Jacksonville, this is my first time being here, guys, literally love to have you go ahead and get a hold of me or maybe perhaps Julie, and we can actually get you the address to that event. Also, I know that Stephen is in Orlando, Florida tomorrow night. He's going to be, check the 360u.biz, 360u.biz, and you can see the address where he's going to be. Do you have any contacts near Orlando? Mexico is on fire. Who do you know in Mexico? Guys, you want to recruit them now. Canada is on fire. Who do you know in Canada, whether it's Western Canada or Eastern? And guess what, folks? Colombia, South America is now officially open. Who do you know in Colombia? Okay? Let's recruit them now, guys. I told you things are really happening here in 360. Now, I want to go ahead and take the remaining 20, 30 minutes here, and I want to talk about something that I started the call on. I told you that there's a major shift happening in the company, okay, a major shift. I want to go back to that. I told you to write that down, the word shift. I also asked you to write down, so that way you can see it, that the company needs you now, okay? I want to talk to you about why did I say that? Why did I say that there's a major shift happening in the company? You see, in order for a shift to happen in the company, a shift has to happen inside of you first. See, what happens in the company is a reflection of you. Now, some of you, I want you to catch what I'm saying tonight. I'm giving you pearls, and I want you to really, really, really grasp what's being said. It's very important that you get it. there's a major shift happening because there's a major shift happening in me. There's a major shift happening because there's a major shift happening in me. See, the company is a reflection of you. And I can tell that the vice president has gone to another level. He's gone to another level. I can tell that I'm gone to another level. And I'm going to another level. I can feel it. I can feel it in my speech. I can feel it in my heart. I can feel it in my mind. I can feel it in my business. I can feel it. I want you to write this down. Learn to live your life from the inside out and not the outside in. Learn to live your life from the inside out, not the outside in, because what happens on the inside is 10 times more important than what's happening on the outside. What I'm saying tonight, guys, is what you can't see is 1,000,000 times more important than what you can see. I need you to get that, guys, because I wish the best for every single one of you on this call. I know that you are necessary for our company. You are necessary. Little old you are necessary for the development of the team. You play a role in this whole thing. Remember that. Little old you is necessary for the development of the team. You play a major role in this whole thing. I need you to get this, guys. We're talking about shifting tonight. Now, I want to share with you what happened. How did I make this shift? What was going on in my life, and where did it start from? Okay, I'll just be candid with you here tonight, guys. I've been involved in 360 for about 10 months, and as you guys know, their very first month, guys, we came out the gates and we came out screaming, we came out roaring. Went diamond the very first month. Had a pretty good second month, had an okay third month, but then I started to notice that I was still doing the business. I was still making money and helping people, but I noticed that I wasn't doing the business with the same passion that I started with. And I noticed something had shifted in me. And basically what it was is some of those negative thoughts started to get in my mind and really started to disturb and distract my progress. If you really be honest with yourself tonight, guys, this happens to a lot of us. No one's perfect. There's no one's going to have a perfect mind. It doesn't exist. But it's how we fight those battles of our mind. And I got to tell you, guys, my mind was, all of you that are on this call that are very smart and very strong and all that stuff, sometimes your mind can be the best and the worst thing. It's like the gift and the curse. And so what was happening, guys, my mind started to really play with me and just kind of mess with me and started getting me to doubt some things that I shouldn't have been doubting. And I remember feeling this. And I remember sitting there in Sacramento, California, where I live, and I remember sharing this. I remember having a conversation with two people, and one of which is a gold executive here in my organization. This is Suzanne Sherrick, phenomenal leader in our company, and the other is a silver executive, Dr. Stephanie Walton. I'll never forget. I was telling them about how I was feeling, or to be honest with you, they could notice it. By the way, I hope you wrote that down. They could notice it. I hope you wrote that down, guys. They could notice it. In other words, people can notice when the flame is dying out. They can notice it. And I was talking to them, and I'll never forget, I was talking to them individually, and they both had the same thing to say. The funny thing is, I wasn't talking to them at the same time. I was talking to them two totally separate days, totally separate locations, but about the same thing. And I remember both of them saying to me, that's your mind playing tricks on you. Basically, that's your mind playing tricks on you. And I remember the gist of the conversation is, Romacio, you teach us this stuff. You say this in all your videos. You say this all the time to everybody. You say that high activity cures all problems. High activity cures all problems. You teach us this. And I'm watching you right now, leader. Your mind is kind of being tampered with. and doubt is starting to settle in. And I remember, I'll never forget, Dr. Stephanie Walton, she said to me, she says, listen, have you given 360 everything that you got? And I looked at her instantly and I said, no, I have not. And she says, listen, high activity hears everything. And isn't it kind of funny how sometimes, the words you put out in the universe will be the very same words that will come back around to smack you right upside your head? Because what I'm saying is this. That's what was happening to me. It was doubt. And I'm talking about this tonight, and I'm revealing my triumphs and my struggles and stuff because I want you to know the same thing will happen to you. The question is, what will you do when it happens? How will you respond to that circumstance? How will you respond? What will you do? For me, I love to keep strong people around me. I love to keep strong people around me. I'm very strong, but I love to also keep strong people around me. Why? Because iron sharpens iron, and so shall one man sharpen another. And I got to tell you guys, it was me hearing the same exact comment from two different people that made me put my boots back on. If you're on the speaker line, can you mute your phone, please? If you're on the speaker line, if you could, thank you very much. We appreciate that. It was those two comments said by two totally different leaders that made me put my boots back on and say, yes, you're right. I do believe in that. I do stand by that. That is true. High activity does cure all the problems. And I have not given this company everything that I've got. No, I haven't given it everything. Nowhere near close. Nowhere near. And I said, here I go. Let's do it again. And I made a commitment right then and there. I'll never forget. I made a commitment within me to go sponsor another 40 people. And here's what I said to myself. Can't nobody do it like Romacio. Nobody. And that's something that I've always known, and I've always known that if I give the world 100% of me, the world is so much better. And some of you may think that's jargon, and that's fine. It doesn't. Your opinion really matters nothing to me about that statement. What I want you to understand is that each of you have something inside of you that you have been holding back. And what we're saying is if you want to be a part of the company shift, you've got to make a personal shift. If you want to be a part of the team shift, you've got to make a personal shift. And guys, I made that personal shift within myself, went back up, got myself up, dug my head out the sand, put my marching boots back on, went to marching, giving out some samples, recruiting people, and next thing you know, less than 30 days from the moment I made that decision, I met a gentleman named Dave Poland, all the way from Canada. I met him at a personal development workshop. And next thing you know, he gets involved in our company and goes diamond in 59 days. Next thing you know, I met another gentleman who I never met in my life. I never met him never seen him, couldn't spot him in a one-man lineup. His name was Alan Yao. He called me all the way from Toronto and said, hey, listen, I want to join this company with you. Next thing you know, an old friend of mine called me out. I just hadn't talked to him in over a couple of years. Named Kyle Salon, called me out the blue, said, I'm ready. I see the vision. I see what you've been doing. I see it. I'm ready to go. Gets involved, goes gold immediately. Dave goes diamond, Alan goes platinum, breaks the platinum underneath him, and literally Kyle Salon goes gold, and he's not finished yet. He hasn't even been in a full 30 days yet. We'll finish off at platinum or diamond this month. Guys, I'm trying to tell you from the bottom of my soul how powerful you are when you make a decision. When you finally say, and you say it with everything in you, you know what? You're right. I got to do that. And I'm so grateful to my friends, to the people that I keep around me, where I protect the gates, because I know I have to protect the gate. If I don't protect the house and let anything in,
they now can affect me on my worst moment. But if I protect the guards, if I guard the gates and make sure I keep myself around positive-minded people, people that are authentic, people that are growing, people that continually strive for excellence, it can only make me better. There's something powerful when you allow yourself to be around someone that's a little sharper. And guys, I'm telling you, I'm very sharp, very. But I can tell you that I really, really am grateful to these two individuals because it was their comment of what they said. It reminded me of the greatness that's within me. And next thing you know, there I go, and I started to manifest. And I got to tell you, you ain't seen nothing yet. My point is this. There is a major shift happening in 360, and the reason why is because leaders in 360 are shifting. And so tonight, guys, what I want to encourage you to do is I want to encourage you, I want to give you an action call tonight. I don't want you to just say you're serious. Let's step up together and let's show that we're serious. Let's not just say we're serious. Let's show it, guys. I got to tell you, I made some personal transformations in my life. They're no longer aspirations anymore. It's now reality. And I'm just telling you, I hope tonight you found something in this call here to understand that if you want your business to shift, your business is reflective of you. When you shift, it will shift. Now, some of you think that shifting means, do I need to go buy a new car? Do I need to go, get rid of my friends? Do I need to go, get a divorce? No, you don't need to go do anything like that and leave some. No, you just need to make a personal shift. It's the way you have been thinking. It's how you've been viewing things. You need to make a personal shift. And I want to encourage you tonight to make that shift. I want to encourage you to dig deep. What is it that's really holding me back? Be honest. I mean, I had to tell the truth. I had to tell the truth to those two friends of mine. I had to tell the truth. And I did. And I'm so glad that they reminded me, wait a minute, Coach, this is what you teach us to do. This is what we've seen you do. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. And I went out there and I lived according to what I believed. See, it's not enough to know the right things. You got to do what you know. See, I knew it, but I wasn't doing it. But I'm telling you, the world is awaiting. Your dreams are awaiting you, waiting for you to take the first step. And I promise you, once you take the first step, you won't have a hard time taking the second, nor the third. And once you start to catch some momentum, there's the shift. There it is. Things start shifting. And when you start shifting, next thing you know, you rub off on someone else, and they start shifting. And next thing you know, they start shifting, and they rub off on someone else, and then they start shifting. And then they start shifting, and then they start shifting, and then next thing you know, it shifts. The whole company shifts. Guys, I want you to understand, you are necessary. Everything begins inside of you. All the money you want, all the success you want, the relationships you desire, everything you want, it's in you. You've got to look at you. There are some things about you that we have got to really look at. And once we go ahead and resolve those things, and many of you on this call, you know what they are. You already know what they are. You know what they are. And if you don't, counsel upline. Get with your upline. Get with these leaders, I promise you. See, us leaders, guys, we already know before you ask. But we've just been waiting for the moment for you to ask, hey, what shift do I really need to make? What is truly stop? I dare you to humbly, write this down, I dare you to humbly get off this phone and call your upline leader. I dare you. And say these words. Come from a place of humility and say, what can you please? First of all, leader, I want to give you full permission to tell me the 100% truth as you see it from your perspective. What shift
What's been stopping me from really amounting to my greatness? Just please. See, listen, if you ever read a book that said you have not because you ask not, you seek and you shall what? Find. What I'm telling you is I dare you to ask what's been stopping you from really exploding. What's been stopping you? And listen, don't be the arrogant person who says, oh, I already know. But what did I just tell you? Even though you know, that's the problem sometimes. We know it, but we don't do it. Common knowledge is not always common practice. So what I want you to hear is confirmation from someone else, even if you already know it, just so that it can be solidified. That's what it is. And I'm telling you tonight, wherever you're at in the world today, listening to this call, I know exactly what I'm talking about. There is not 1 ounce of doubt, confusion. No. You know, this is it. The prayer you've been praying about, the hope you've had in your heart, it has been delivered tonight. I just gave it to you. This is what it is. We are shifting. I have shifted. And I'm telling you, this whole thing is shifting, but it all starts with you. And so, guys, here's what I want you to do tonight, guys. I want you to get off the phone when we end here in a moment. Get back with your leader. I want you to ask that leader, hey, listen, I'm coming from a place of humility. Can you please tell me what has truly been holding me back from advancing in my life? Even if you already know the answer, be coachable tonight. Just do it, number 1. Number 2, guys, tonight I want you to show that you're serious. Buy 10 tickets tonight. Schedule success. Schedule success talks. Schedule your success. Don't just talk about the meetings. Let's do some meetings. Schedule success, guys. Meeting, and more meetings. What is your goal? Guys, I got to tell you, my goal, I have a pretty large goal here in this company, so I've got to do more. Okay, some of you have these goals, but your actions are not matching up to your goals. Okay, what you want to do is get a 48-day game plan. A 48-day game plan. Where can you get that? On 360u.biz. Okay? Guys, listen, I got to tell you this. I recommend every single one of you sponsor 40 people all over again. But before you will do anything, you need to make a shift. You can't just go do something if nothing has happened inside of you. It don't work that way. You can't just go do something if nothing has shifted inside of you. So the first things first, find out what's truly been holding you back. And don't be arrogant enough to say, oh, I know it. I know exactly what it is. It may be what you know. If it is, let's bring confirmation to it. It may be something a little different that your upline may recommend or suggest. But guys, be humble enough tonight to do it, because I'm telling you, you are necessary to this entire company. Guys, I appreciate you tonight. I want you to stay tuned. I want you to watch what's about to happen inside of all of us and watch what happens together with us in this company. Guys, we love each and every single one of you, regardless of where you're calling in from, and we want you to know this company started with love, this company is about love, and this company is about to give so much love to the world. One bar of chocolate at a time, one success story at a time. You wait, you watch, and you'll see. The shift has happened. Everybody have a great night. We'll see you guys on the very next Vision Call. Bye-bye, everybody. Great call.
Great call, Romacio.
All callers are muted.
Great call, Romacio.
Good call. Incredible call.
Awesome call.
All callers are unmuted.
Awesome call, Romacio.
Great call.